Alrighty. So we should be working now. I'm still working through some bugs, but at any rate, we are here together for a journey into No Man's Sky. We've done this game before, but there's been a new update. It's called Aquarius, and it has added fishing into the game. So we're excited to see that. There is an expedition built around it, so I thought we would try it out. So let's jump in, start a new game. And Expedition 15, Aquarius. We'll get started here and see what the galaxy of No Man's Sky, indeed the universe of No Man's Sky, holds for us. It is September 25th, 2024, and it is just about 12:30 p.m. here on the East Coast. So let's go ahead and get started.
Commencing Atlas System suit initialization. Life support systems activated. Shield kinetic system online.
We'll let the system go through its little boot up procedure here. Looks like we're on a
Propulsion jetpack online.
well, I was going to say radioactive planet, but now I'm not sure.
Multi-tool and mining laser attachment.
Nice and warm here, at least. Nice and warm.
User initialization sequence complete.
Planet Urus 19. First contact. Expedition 15, Aquarius. Alrighty. So yeah, it's hot here. We shouldn't need any thermal protection right away. One thing I want to do before we get going much further, I got to turn it down in my ears, so give me just a second here. And turn it way down. It's awfully loud. There we go. Okay, now, so if you know this game, you know the drill. We'll do a little scanning, do a little zapping. We need to pick up some resources before we can get out of here. One of the things I like to do... oh, we're a Viking. That's interesting. That's all randomized, of course. One of the things I do like to do is play the game in first person. So let's go ahead and do that. So there we go. So we need to get to our ship. Our ship is right over there. You see the ship icon, your starship. 561 units away. Before we get there, though, we need to scan stuff. We need to pick up some basic resources. Because our ship is busted. Some beautiful creatures here. Scan them. So let's take a look at the expedition log here. First, if you've never done an expedition in No Man's Sky before, this is what you will see. There are different phases. You see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the final phase, which is actually just a summation of the entire thing. So there's only 5 phases. But each phase has a series of goals. The theme this time is fishing, because that's the new feature of the game. Generally, whenever there is a new update that introduces a new feature, there will be an expedition planned around it. And these are time-limited play features that the entire community can do together, either as single player or as multiplayer if you want to. Anywho, so first thing we need to do is locate the starship. Our reward for this will be a prepackaged personal refiner unit and 3 units of starship launch fuel. Refiners let you make complex items out of, or materials out of less complex ones. We do want to scan all the critters. There is a special thing. If we go here to fauna, there are a very small number of fauna here on this planet. Only 4. They're all flying, which means they're actually very easy to find. You don't want them to be underground if you're trying to find them, because that can be real tough. But you get a 1,000 bonus, 1,000 nanite bonus to find them all, and we've already got 3 of 4. So let's take a peek out here. There's the 4th one. See the red dots? Those are critters you haven't scanned yet. It's rare that it's this easy to get them all. Alright, so now we'll go to our Discovery tab, go to the fauna, and get our bonus. 1,000 nanites right off the bat is super cool. Alright, so to get our ship going, we're actually going to need to have some materials, okay? So we're going to need some ferrite dust and some oxygen, things like that. So let us set about trying to get those things. I do want to mine this out and get this technology module while it's here. Alrighty. Switch back to the mining beam. Condensed carbon. I can't do anything with the big crystal, but I can get these. This is super useful. We're going to need that to get out of here too, I believe. We're going to need a lot of carbon in general, so keep that in mind. I don't want to descend too far here. Ah, yes. Here is some oxygen. The yellow is sodium, but the thing that's about to explode, it will give us oxygen. Let's get this. We'll scan this. Obviously, you don't want to be near this while it is about to blow up, right? Oxygen is rarer than it once was in the game. You used to be able to just buy it everywhere, but now you have to find it, which is no problem. But you do want to look out for the hazardous flora, because that's where you're going to find them. This is a planet with a lot of verticality, which can be very treacherous if you're not careful. Here's a big piece of carbon. Carbon is what you use to power your devices. Like if we want to go to, wrong button, recharge equipment, mining beam, and we choose carbon, and that's got us topped back up. So on our way to a ship, we'll just grab some basic resources that we're going to need. We're going to need this to get out of here too. Dihydrogen. Lets us make dihydrogen jelly, life support gel, and all manner of things. So whenever you see these blue crystals, zap them. We also need ferrite dust, which is just, you know, iron dust. It's useful for a lot of things, as you can imagine. Ship is way over there, so we're going to have to kind of make a leap of faith here. This is very disconcerting. We do have a boost pack, but it has limited fuel. Oh, God. Yeah, see, that can happen. Be careful, man. There we go. So it just did some shield damage, which isn't too bad. Here's some more dihydrogen. I'll get that. Oh, don't use the terrain manipulator. Use the mining beam. You fool. I have the right tool for the job. There goes our shield, recharging on its own. Up we go. Okay, more dihydrogen. I won't say no to that. Typically, when I start a new save in this game, I will spend time at the very beginning going around and just grabbing stuff. There we go. We desperately need some ferrite dust. This is going to give it to us. I scan it just to get a little bit of money. It's probably not necessary because a few hundred here and there is not a lot in the scheme of things. We're going to need a lot of ferrite dust. Don't let your laser overheat, but the closer you can keep it to overheating, the more damage it will do. Look at that. I can't remember how much ferrite dust we're going to need. It's surprisingly a lot. You see there, when it's red, you do a lot more damage. Don't let it overheat. Just kind of keep goosing it. Keep it in the yellow and the red whenever you can, without just being wasteful. There you go. A lot of ferrite dust here. These little rocks are good because they don't take long to mine. Oh, I should have scanned that. That's okay. Whenever you see something unidentified, scan it. There's another one. While we're at it, we'll scan this bad boy right here. A couple of updates back, it seems like they increased the size of those Venus flytrap type plants. Get us a little oxygen there. They didn't seem to be this big before. If you're careful, you can grab the oxygen in the middle and then zap the rest of it for some more. Alright, how are we doing on ferrite dust? Looks good. Let's top you up. And top you up, why not? Alright, we need some more carbon for sure. Now 738 ferrite dust, that's probably enough for now. Look at this wheat, I could use it later. I think one of the things you can do is make fish bait. So, you know, in case you want to do that, you can check it out. There's more over here. Get this dihydrogen. Get the ferrite dust while we're at it. Why not? And get all of it. Whatever we get incidentally as we're going along, getting this should be good. Okay. I would like some more carbon before we head out, and possibly some O2. Let's see what kind of ship we get. That's randomized as well. In case you didn't know, the entirety of No Man's Sky is randomly generated. All the planets, space stations, ships, even the features of the creatures. Well, there's some wonderful O2 just sitting over there waiting on us. Alright, kind of sneak up on them. You don't want them closing ahead of time. Sometimes there'll be two of this kind of critter on a planet, so check the scan first before you get rid of it. Sneak up on him. Zap him. Alrighty, sneak up on this one. If it closes, you can't get the precious O2 blob. Plus it hurts you. Zap him. Okay. And we'll get these crystals while we're here. Why not? Looks like this planet is very cold at night and very warm during the day. So nice, typical desert type climate. Alrighty. Do a scan. Anything on the ground nearby that we want? Not really. I'd love to find a cave, because usually there's cobalt inside. And hey, we got this. Looks like it's a type of hauler. The Celeste hauler. A rank C. 25 tech, 13 cargo slots. It's not bad. It's kind of cool looking. Kind of a beige gray. You know, looks like a 1980s computer. We got the TIE Fighter wings, which is neat. And the big ball. That's actually pretty cool. Okay. So let's get aboard so we can recharge our thermal protection. As I settle into the starship's oddly familiar surroundings, I feel a strange dampness about the seat. Oh god, that's questionable. The smell of salt water lingers in the air. Faint, but unmistakable. That's highly questionable. Looking closer, there appears to be a bottle lodged into the launch control panel. Well, let's retrieve that bottle, shall we? There's a message inside the bottle, scrawled in a hasty hand and torn from a larger book. It reads, I finally feel like I'm getting closer. A trader on Gisto offered me solid gold information on its location for a price. And so I'm selling my ship. I'll miss the Celeste, but I have to know if the rumors are true. I hope whoever buys you takes good care of you. At the bottom of the message, someone has added a handwritten set of planetary coordinates. Let's input them. Universe address validated. Warp coordinates primed. And there it is. So that's the same message we just read in the Angler's Diary, Collected Flotsam. You'll see there is a planetary address there. That uses the glyph system in No Man's Sky, which, if you have all the glyphs and you power up a alien portal, which you can find on various planets here and there all over the place, really, you just have to, there's ways you can go about finding them easier, but find a portal, power it up, have all the glyphs, enter them in an order like that, and it will warp you to the planet desired when you jump through. Okay, so we need to repair the ship first in true No Man's Sky fashion, and we'll push the right button. We'll start out with that. The launch thruster, we can't take off without this. We need 50 pure ferrite and 1 dihydrogen jelly. We have that. So we're good there. We also need to repair the pulse engine, which requires a hermetic seal and metal plating. So to do that, to craft, go down here to an empty spot in the inventory. And we need more condensed carbon, looks like, for the hermetic seal. So we need 4 more of that, which is, we can do that. That's no problem. And we'll go ahead and make the metal plating, and I'll go ahead and install it like that. Now, to get the carbon, we can refine regular carbon, which we don't have any of. So we need to get out of the ship. And it would do well for us to check these buildings. Might find something we need here. You can make nanites out of this, so I'll take it. The goop. And we got nanites out of the container. Oh, that's good. Anytime you see a broken piece of machinery like that, damaged machinery, nearby will be a technology module. You see it's right there in the ground. Sometimes when you just walk over it, you can actually just access it without digging. We're going to have to dig this time. There we go. If you want to be good and fill in the hole, you can do that too. All right. What do we got in here? We got, this give us nanites, I think, or something. I don't know what it did. It gave us trust with the local species. That's what that did. And we can get a few not nanites, but units here. A little bit of money, not much. It was worth looking. We do need to get some more carbon. Right over here's a bunch of trees, so let's do that. Scan them first. Very cool looking. No Man's Sky is largely procedurally generated, but there are some general sort of patterns that you see repeating. I think this is a new type of tree. I don't recall ever seeing this type of plant before. It's probably new to this expedition or update, or one of the other recent ones. There have been several recent ones. I'll go over here and get this fella. Zap it. You can really never have too much carbon, so I'm going to take a few minutes here and deforest this place. I'll also get this. Oh yeah, there we go. And we'll get the... scan it first. Well, there's a lot of carbon right here. That's nice. And I hear a hazardous plant nearby, too. So that means more oxygen. We'll shoot them in the bush. There's some sodium crystals here, which I'd love to get, but we don't have the advanced mining laser. Here's our little friend. When you start picking up that third oxygen pod, just start walking backwards and then shoot it. Ooh, another unidentified. Sometimes two species that look very, very similar will actually be different, so keep that in mind. I don't recommend complete deforestation of planets, but in No Man's Sky you don't get points for being an ecologist, unfortunately. We're probably not going to need to take everything. Alright, let's see where we're at. We have 402 carbon. That's not a great amount. We're going to get more. But the first thing we need to do, remember, we get rewards for each achievement, or milestone rather, in the expedition. So we need this prepackaged refiner unit. So let's go ahead and get that. This again was for finding the ship. And I've always loved these little icons that they make for each of these. They're so neat. I'd actually like to have some vinyl stickers of a lot of these. Whoever the artist is at Hello Games that makes these is very talented, and I appreciate their work. Okay, so let's go ahead and see about that refiner, shall we? Let's just put it on our suit. We can just stick it wherever. That works. It takes carbon to run. Gotta power it up. And we need some more condensed carbon, so let's just stick that in there and let it run. While that's going on, we'll harvest some more carbon. And go along with the flow. Here on planet Urus 19. Gotta love it. Once we... unidentified. Once we get off this planet, things will open up quite a bit for us. These planets that are very hilly are kind of hard to explore. If we were on a flatter planet, I would suggest that we search for some copper before we leave, so that we can make chromatic metal. There is copper here. We get some more carbon. And you see how the damage just really spikes up when you get close to overheating. when you get the warning there on the screen, just let off the trigger and then zap it some more and just kind of goose it. You know, you'll get it to working pretty good for you. We're gonna have to stop and recharge right after this. Let's do that. Alright, we have a decent amount of carbon now. Still gonna take some more. I desperately want to find a cave. It would be cool if we could find a cave before we leave. There's also a technology module in the ground here. Here's one. You can get this straight out of the ground without digging. Sometimes that happens. We'll get this and then we'll get out of here. We are going to need the chromatic metal to make fuel for the warp drive, hyperdrive. So that's going to have to be done sooner than later. Let me go here. This oxygen, I can't just leave this. This is too good to pass up. Make sure they're all pre-scanned. Okay, they are. This is a very resource-rich planet. And during the day, you don't have any drain on your hazard protection, which is real nice. Pretty sweet place to start out an expedition, if you ask me. This might be tricky. Alright, take him out. That's one done and dusted. Two. Be careful, these things will get you if you let them. We want that oxygen. Just like that. We have 559 oxygen. Not bad. Let me go ahead and top up. Okay. So, is there a copper deposit somewhere nearby? Pyrite would be good too. Is there one closer than that? Alright. Cobalt would be good. Cobalt's used to make batteries. It's very essential. You see how that said gassy pod? That means we haven't scanned that. You see that one's smaller also, so that's kind of a cue that maybe it's a different type of critter. Oh, it's gonna hurt. Let's go over here and get this copper. Oh my goodness. Oops. I don't know if they ever reset. I've never had the patience to check. I don't think they do. I think if you screw it up, you just screwed it up. And that's okay. It's not a life or death thing. Okay. Again, this is easier to deal with in a flatter world. Oh no. Oh no. There we go. But I do want this. I think it's better to just get it now. Well, this is a fairly poor resource. And we'll just use the middle size. The smaller the beam area, the more you get per outcrop. But I don't want to be here all day. If I was playing this on my own time, I would be here I would use the small one. This is a very poor outcrop. You see how there's rock interspersed with the copper? Yeah, this is not a high quality. We can scan it to kind of see where the majority of the metal is. This is a really bad one. It weren't worth getting, I don't think. It's okay. Well, we got what we got, which was 216. I mean, it's not bad, I don't guess. Let's put that in, and let's just go ahead and have this copper be turning into chromatic metal. Now let's get out of here. This is enough farting around. We'll probably find a better planet for copper. I want to get to the fishing. One thing we didn't do is we did not raid these boxes. Yellow boxes tend to have nothing in them, but that one had life support gel, which is good. I'm just going to destroy this. And some more life support gel. Viking effigy. Okay. That's useless for this particular part of the game, but that's okay. Alright, let's get out of here. Yes, the pulse engine is definitely in bad shape. But now we can make the hermetic seal that we need to fix it.
Prepared.
And let's take off. I also like to fly the ship. Quite often I like to fly the ship in third person. On foot I like first person. Flying the ship I like a third person. Let's go to space. That's going to be our next achievement. Here we are. Now let's shoot these. We'll collect the goods from that in just a second. Let's shoot the asteroids. You can get some stuff. Tritium usually, which is useful. We power the pulse engine with that. The pulse engine is what we use. Gold we don't really need right now. The pulse engine is what we use to travel fast within a system. It's the kind of thing Starfield desperately needed, but did not get. I'll show you how it works. Let's go to the space station. Before we do that, let's claim our reward. We get the base computer, and we get a pre-packed hyperdrive. Nice. Base computer, we need that to build a base. Okay. Got it. Now, the hyperdrive. Here it is. Let's plug it in. Let me move these things. Upgrades, you want those to be in these supercharged slots because that increases what they give you.
Technology
Throw that
recharge.
in. We won't put the launch fuel in yet. Tritium, we'll just go ahead and put that in the
Technology
pulse engine.
recharge.
And I'll show you what the pulse engine does. We'll go to the space station. So this is how you realistically fly between planets in this game. Starfield doesn't have a thing like this. Of course, in Starfield, the distance to the planets is much more realistic. In reality, you would never have planets this close together, but all video games are a compromise of some sort. We're just going to waste energy doing that. We don't need to go there. So let's go to the next system. We have just enough gas in the tank to go to the next system over, but that's not where we need to be yet. Maybe we could buy some chromatic metal in this system. Maybe we can. Maybe we can't. I don't know. We'll see. We got 150 some from that little bit of copper we had, or did we get 100? How much? Forgot how much copper we had. Okay, so we must have had 200 and some copper, not 300. That's not bad. We can go ahead and make... we need condensed carbon. Let's go ahead and make 4 of those. We need oxygen and ferrite dust for the housing. And then with those together, we can make warp cells. So let's go ahead and make 4 warp cells. And let's pop them into the old hyperdrive and just get out of here. How about that? No farting around today. This ship can only jump one system at a time, but them's the brakes. It's a starter ship. What do you expect? Alrighty. Well, that's a cool looking space station. Neat. But we're not here to see the space station. We're here to get where we're going. Now, later when we have a little bit better ship, you could jump a lot farther. But right now we're in a starter ship. We're also in a hauler. Haulers don't really have the range. If you're just getting into this game and you want a ship with a lot of range, you want to look for an Explorer and upgrade that baby up as much as you can. Alright, let's see. We should have enough gas in the tank to make one more hop. And that looks like where we need to go. So off we go. And this will be the planet with the fishing hole, I'm pretty sure. And it's probably that red one. Yep, sure is. This Stiburi system. Alrighty. Be nice if we could find an asteroid field. We'll just pulse on over there. We might run into some asteroids along the way. It's giving us some pointers. I'd like to have a field of asteroids, not just a few. Ah, here we go. Want to fill up on some tritium. When I do asteroid mining, I like to do that first person, because it's a little easier to line up on them. And there can be other miners out here, and you don't want to actually shoot them, because that'll cause problems with the authorities. So indulge me here for just a little bit. I'm going to shoot these and get me some tritium. In fact, let me power the weapons up. There we go. There they go. They're getting busted a whole lot quicker now. I think I saw another ship out here somewhere. Let's see. There it is. Yeah, I see another ship. Where? Yeah, the Aro Manta. You see, he's up there mining. You don't want to accidentally shoot that person. They're just out here minding their own business. Anyhow. Quit farting around. Don't fly right into my path, Aro Manta. They just keep wanting to get in the way, don't they? I don't want to shoot rockets because I have selected the ship with my targeting computer. I don't know how to unselect it. Anyway, whatever. Quit farting around. Normally in these expeditions there is a achievement for shooting asteroids, but since this one is kind of different, it's dedicated to the fishing. I don't think there is one for this. There's some tritium. We want that because that powers the pulse engine. And sometimes the asteroids just disappear because there's a bunch of freighters warping into the system. And we'll just pretend that that's not a game glitch, that is actually a deflector dish in action. Alright, so I've gotten confused. I need to find a target. Sometimes it's easier to find your target when you're in the old third person. Secret fishing spot 1. You notice the time said 5 hours there. It would take 5 real life hours at the current speed. Oh, here we go. This will be fun. On the way, we've encountered a random encounter. This is a derelict freighter. This is not the kind you can land on, but there are some pods here. Some cargo pods. Let's just fly on in quick. Blow these up to get stuff out of them. There's 2 of them in freighters like this. Pirates will show up here in a minute. Well, we'll just shoot them down. Got some gold for our trouble. Alright, guys. The Chizugas of Souls, you will pay. Yeah, see, that was easy. Anybody else? Yeah, they're gone. Alright, let's go. Off to the fishing hole. Somebody whistled the Andy Griffith tune. Alright. How about, yeah, we got some tritium there. Alright. So, here it is, our secret fishing spot. Now, this is going to be an approximate location. Let's put the power on the engines. Normally, it's related to like a building. Somebody's put a save beacon here, so that could be the spot you're intended to land. Probably not. I don't know. We'll see. You can land at the yellow beacon, but then you have to do this scan visor thing, which is kind of a pain in the butt. But yeah, that's somebody's base. I'll just go over here. Probably one of these, like this little house icon, unknown building. That's probably our place. And look, there's a water hole, so I'm betting that that's where we want to be. So let's just come on in here for a landing. I think I'll set it down right here. Nice and easy. Overshot it just a little. Oops. Oh, and there's a cobalt source right there, people. Look. Yeah, there's the target visor in action. I mean, it's kind of neat, but it gets old after a while. Yeah, so there's the actual objective. We guessed correctly. Oh, there's a critter. We might check him out later. Let's go here and check out this fishing business. Ever the opportunist. I want this. Fill the hole back in. Okay. So let's do this. The angler's cache. I rummaged through the cache's rusty innards. It appears to contain a schematic for a piece of fishing equipment. We'll download that puppy. A fishing rig, a versatile piece of angling equipment, enabling the user to fish in a variety of water conditions. Access the fishing rig by pressing Y and cast your line into a body of water with right trigger. With a fish hooked, press and hold right trigger to haul in your catch. We need carbon nanotubes, dihydrogen jelly, and chromatic metal. Is this going to be a multi-tool attachment? Sweet. I really desperately want some stickers of these. I love that. Little fish and the planet. Super cool. We got the plans, we got the rusted metal, and what else did we get? Salt. Acquire fishing rig. Okay, so this is going to be our next thing. Let us see. So it is a multi-tool thing. Cool. Electric gravity needler. That's the name of our multi-tool. That's also randomized. A fishing rig.
Technology installed.
We're going to need some dihydrogen. We're going to need some nanotubes. And we're going to need chromatic metal. Well, we can do some of that. Let's do the nanotubes. What was it? 3? Yeah. Let's go ahead and stick them in. We need 1 dihydrogen and 52. All right. We'll just do it one at a time, you know. Stick it in there. Now we need to find some carbon. Carbon? Copper. I'll spit it out in a minute.
Technology recharge.
Just like to keep everything
Technology
charged up. Well, let's find us some copper. There's probably some close. Why is it wanting to show me paraffinium? There's copper. Is that really the closest one? Gee whiz. Scan the critter. I mean, I guess it is. We'll just have to go over here. I need to get this cobalt anyway. We're gonna need to be making batteries pretty quick. So we got cobalt and dihydrogen here. This is going to take me a minute, but it's worth it. This is a beautiful planet, especially at night. I love the glowing grass. It is a type of paradise planet, which is nice. Means we don't need to worry about hazard protection here, but we do need to worry about life support. Again, I need to scan these. Again, I'm not sure why we need to worry about life support if this is a planet where we can breathe. But it is what it is. That's always been a case in No Man's Sky, so who am I to question it? Oh, we let it overheat. You let it overheat, you gotta wait till it goes all the way back down. Let's see, these cave marrows, I think you can put those in the refiner. I think. Give you carbon? No, sodium. Which is not bad, because that's a way of increasing your hazard protection as well. We're also picking up dihydrogen with these fellows, which is cool. I don't recommend going into caves and bashing the rock formations. That's generally not a good thing. We got cobalt. Where's the 459? I like to have at least 600 cobalt. Look at this. That's beautiful. Cobalt and dihydrogen. Sometimes you get tritium from these. Also, sometimes that's the secondary, but not today. Thought I saw platinum somewhere. Yeah, that one has platinum in it. Take that. That's relatively rare. play chicken with the heat indicator there. We're zapping. Are we about 600 cobalt? 794, that's fine. That should be fine for now. Okay, let's go get the copper. We could sell these. Alright. Money's gonna be kind of tight at first. Hopefully this is not a crappy deposit like before. Oh no. And we could have stopped off at a space station and maybe tried to buy some copper or chromatic metal, but we only have 23,000 units. That's not going to buy you much. Unfortunately. Scan it. Get the sodium. What? Is multiplayer turned on? Because it looks like somebody's been mining that. I usually... Yeah, it's turned off. That sure looks like somebody else has been here. We're going to zap this because it's going to go away anyway when we... I'm going to use the smaller setting because it's small. I wonder what happened if we try to restore. That... Weird. Oh well. And this can happen when multiplayer is turned on. I've never seen this happen when multiplayer's off. It's weird. I mean, the multiplayer is cool and all. And it can be squad-based or not. You can just play with random people that you meet around the world on here. But I generally turn it off because it does tend to be a bit buggy. Plus, if I'm out ship hunting or something, I don't like, or resource hunting, I don't like to run into this kind of thing. Okay, so if I don't want to be playing with people specifically, I generally won't have it turned on. Okay, throw the copper in. It's probably going to get us. I mean, you can also make it from cadmium, emerald, and indium, but we're not going to find those here. I wonder why it keeps wanting me to go to the Paraffinium. I don't know the answers to these questions. Can't scan. Look at that. Look at all the little, like, dandelion things floating in the air. Isn't that cool? Oh, I love this game. Okay. Oops, wrong tool. Terrain manipulator is far too powerful for mining mushrooms, apparently. Alright. Unidentified plant. Sorry. We vaporized you. I want to get these beans. That might be useful for making bait. I don't know. Okay. So let us see if we have everything we need now. I think we're good. We got it. We got it. We are wonderful. Let's get this. We can't get the big one. We can get the little ones. There's some condensed carbon. Okay. No, we don't need to place.
Technology recharge.
Just want to keep everything
Technology recharge.
charged up. So let's head back toward where the ship is. Oh. This game, it's so hard. Oh, the inventory is full. In this game, it's very difficult to stay focused, as you can imagine. Let's just turn that into rust. Or ferrite dust, rather. It's very difficult to stay focused. Alright, let's go. And there's our little body of water over there. Oh, hi. How are you? Or you scanned you. Okay, good. We'll go over here and create a save.
Incoming storm.
Well, there's a storm coming. So maybe we won't. Are we gonna seriously have to wait this out now? I guess so. Well, we have it, don't we? Now we have to test it. No. Okay, we're gonna get cooked out here. But,
Support power.
oh my. Look at these big bugs.
Units received.
Very cool, okay. Yeah, we're gonna get cooked out here. We do have a protection. One thing you can do. Let's see. We'll just make a tunnel. I think the pond is on the other side of this. You go under here. You see? Just like that. There it is. We're protected. Are we close enough to the water, though? Probably not. No. But that's no problem. We can just go down here. This storm won't last forever. And make another one right here. This one even filled up with water for us. Yep, we can explore underwater. I probably didn't mean for it to be this deep. Whoops. Gonna improvise. I mean, for all intents and purposes, I mean, heck, we could make our own underwater lake here, couldn't we? This is cheating. Or is it? Well, you know, when life gives you lemons. Oh yeah, this works fine. This is what happens when you know the game mechanics, people. Hey, Maris, good to see you. Glad you could stop by for just a little bit.
Weather update.
Really appreciate it. Hope you're doing well today, my friend. We're gonna get the fish. It might take me a minute to get used to this. Okay, grab it. Take a bite. There we go. There we go. We got it. Let's see. The one that got away. We got two things there. Okay, let's get our oxygen upgrade and the blueprints. Oh, we need to clear the inventory. Isn't that always the case? And the ship is out of range. Nuts. How far is the ship? It's not far, but you'll learn when you play this game that not far's not far. Yeah, this game is very good, Maris. It's come a long way since release. It had a rocky release. I think it's pretty legendary for that. I'm probably not telling you anything you don't know there. But these big bugs. It is now what I would consider the preeminent space game. If you're wanting something that focuses on exploration and all the things that can come along with that, like looking for new species, looking for new resources, base building, ship building, and now fishing. There's multiplayer. I mean, there's a whole lot here. We could have called the ship over. You know, I probably could have anyway because it's almost out of thrusting fuel. But I didn't do that, so that's fine. Let's store these things that we don't need right now. Put those on the ship. And let's recharge this. And then we can get rid of the silicate powder. The multi-tool, the terrain thing, is basically a perpetual motion machine because it's powered on just dirt that it digs up. Yeah, definitely check it out. I highly recommend this game. It might be on sale right now. I'm not sure. Usually when there's an expedition going on, it's on sale. You can pick it up for about half price. If it's not on sale right now, it will be soon. It's always on sale for right about half price. Well, not always, literally, but, you know, very often. Darn you. Okay. Let's get our goodies. Oxygen upgrade and survival blueprints for underwater. You can also do like things like archaeology, you know, salvage. I mean, there's all kinds of things you can do. For this, we get Nip Nip Buds, which that's a kind of narcotic. A movement upgrade, which helps our boost pack, and precious inventory. Oh my goodness. I like to fill in holes first, so you can tell it where you want the expansion. You can even put it up here if you want to in your technology slots. I don't like it when there's like a hole. Bugs me. And the rest of them I just put up there is fine. Alright, so let's upgrade the movement. Okay, I'm going to use the mouse for this because it's just easier. Again, you want these to be in supercharged slots because you get more stuff. 256 jetpack, for instance, with the supercharged, and 204 without. You also want to put like technologies together. You see how the borders light up? That means you're getting a small bonus for those kind of things. Alright. May as well recharge that while we're at it. Can't live without that. This is where you'd use batteries. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and make some more batteries. This uses ferrite dust and cobalt. I like to keep a dozen batteries on hand. I'll go ahead and charge that and that because we're right next to a cobalt source in case we want to. I'll make another one of those. I don't have the stuff. I needed a hydrogen jelly. Okay. Okay, now this we can install up here. And it's like one of these booster things, but it's for water. This is for cold. This is for heat. This is for water. Your normal hazard protection protects against everything. But these are just extra layers of protection. Okay. Alrighty, and we'll get this out. That one there. Power that up. Let's start working on that. That goes through a whole process, but eventually you can get nanites. Now, we need to catch 5 fish, so let's go back to our little spot where we were fishing. Stop and get this oxygen first. Kids, don't try this at home. Alright, we've scanned him. We don't need our little shelter now. I show you something else cool that you can do. Let's make some creature pellets. You see, there's all kinds of interesting critters. Now we can offer them food. Look at these big bugs. Let's see if we can get one of them interested. This is very spooky looking. Stimulate mucus. What? You can get some stuff from these guys. Nourishing slime. How wonderful. We can also adopt it as a companion. Which, you know, everybody wants a giant arthropod. Okay. He's upset. We need to try and calm him down. Wait. Resources first. I'm gonna have this. This is just too good to pass up. Condensed carbon. Alright, where are you? Didazi. We could rename him if we wanted to, but there's really no point. Let's interact with him. He's feeling sad. Let's gently pat him. You can see his affection is going up there. A little heart. He's still a little hungry, so let's give him a pellet. And let's go for a ride here. Let's get the third person view here. I mean, this is just, you know, ridiculous, but you can do it. That looks like fun, right? It's a friendly giant bug. Now, not all creatures in the game are friendly, but this one just happens to be. And this is a creature blueprint that I've not seen before, so it must be new. Alright, so that's that. That's another neat one there. I'm betting you get stuff for... He has like tarantula legs and like a mantis head and a lizard. This is really strange. Let's feed you. What kind of resource can we get from you? Scoop edible clusters. I bet this is for bait. Let's adopt you two. And let's gently pat you, get you feeling good. If they're feeling happy and things, they will go and like bring you gifts and things. Where do we ride on this one? Yeah, some of them are very hostile. You can't, it'll say, our head just kind of melds into him. Anyway, the hostile ones, it won't say offer food, it'll say distract with food. Plus, when you scan them, it'll say predator or something like that, and there'll be like a red paw print icon that comes up. And you can shoot them and take them down, and then you can use their resources. Like sometimes you'll get alien guts or livers or various different body components that you can actually put in a what's called a nutrient processor, which is just an oven. And you can eat it and make different dishes. So gastronomy is a thing in this game too. There's tremendous amount of things you can do. Let's check out the first person or third person fishing here. You can see my funky looking character. Again, randomly chosen at the beginning of the game. You can change the appearance to whatever you want later if you want to. You just go to a space station. Clearwater skipper. We need to catch 5 fish. Right now we're not using any bait. I figure I'll just wait on the tutorial to tell me what I need to do. Wait till the line turns green to pull it in, looks like. There we go, like that. Tiny scuttlefish. Right now we're not too concerned. We just want to catch 5 fish. You can watch the planets float above. And just totally zen out here. This is very relaxing. Rockfin. Let's try to get something different. Let's go over here. Maybe where the water's a little deeper. No, it wasn't the world's greatest cast, but that's okay. Nibble, nibble. There we go. And pond skipper. Is that 5? That is 5. Wading in. Caught 5 fish. Let's see what we get for that. We get a prepackaged aquajet unit. That lets us land our ship on the water surface, which that's cool. We could use it as a fishing platform then. And the nutrient processor. So this is like the oven I was talking about. Yes, you do have total control of where you go with the ship. I will show you what that's like now. Now's a good time as any. Cook a fish dish. So we need to make a nutrient processor. Let me... Do we have what we need for that? The ship is still too far away. Let me just summon the ship. I think it can land right in here. Summon the sled. Yeah, it can land right there. Alright, so let's go ahead and install this. Which will let us in because we are the way we are. I'll move this around. I like things to be, you know, together. Get the pulse engine over here. Actually, let's put the engines here. Let's put the weapons here. It doesn't matter as long as you obey like technologies being together. That's, you know, if they don't light up, that you don't get a bonus, so that just becomes what I like to do, you know, to satisfy my own eccentricities, I guess. So, nutrient processor. We need 2 metal plating and a hermetic seal, so let's do that. Metal plating. Make 2 of those. And a hermetic seal. Let's go ahead and make this, and I'll show you the ship in just a second. Might as well just do this while we're here. And I guess we'll just put a fish in. Let's put this one in. Edible chum. Oh, that sounds delicious, doesn't it? Yeah. Does that qualify? It does. Make sure you pick up things that you put down, because you'll have to build another one. And if you leave it on a planet's surface and it's not at your base, you will lose it. You'll never be able to find it again. Supreme life support upgrade, band hazard protection. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at where we can go with the ship. Well, this is good. And that's good. We'll worry about supercharging and things like that in a minute. Okay, so let's get in the ship. We got to go to the second rendezvous point. This is perfect. All right, so we're going to take off in the ship. You have first-person view also that you can use if you like that, which is kind of handy when you're leaving a planet's surface because you see the numbers on the screen in the middle. That tells us our angle of attack. So this is straight up 90 degrees, so that gets you to space the quickest. All right, so here's an asteroid. Let's shoot that. We might get something out of it. A little bit too far away, looks like. Anything good? Silver. Silver's good, but we don't really need it right now. I'd rather have tritium. The little guy will have some tritium for us. Okay, so just to make this a little easier to see, I guess I'll use third person. So there's two ways you can fly around. You can just fly with like normal, like sublight speed. Or you can boost. Now, look at this planet. It's not wanting to show me. Okay. Show me the planets on the display. How about the space station? I want it to kind of lock onto something. Space station. Arrive in 2 hours. So, at current speed, and you see the planet there, Apple Major. At the current speed, we would arrive in 1 hour and 23 minutes, 23 seconds. And that is a real life time. So at this current speed, it would take me that much time in the real world to get there. I can also boost, which dramatically drops that to 13 minutes. That's still a heck of a long time. So you would actually want to pulse. So we can pulse to this planet. And this is a feature Starfield desperately needed, but did not have. The ability to fly very rapidly inside a star system. And actually fly to another planet. We'll go ahead and land on this planet just so you kind of see how it works. And yes, there are black holes in this game, and they serve as random warp points. And they also have a story-related mechanic. We can allocate power to weapons, engines, shields, or balance setting. We want engines here because we just want to hurry up and get down to the surface. And here we are on another world. That's simple. I'm losing some frames here for some reason. Apologize for that. Sometimes that happens. Let's just land. Maybe we'll recover our frame rate. And just like that, we're on another world with a totally different set of hazards. And new things to scan, which gives us money. We don't really need to do anything here, but I'm going to get it. I'm going to get this stuff since it's right next to the landing site. And the technology module is right over here. Can we get it without digging? We cannot. Sometimes you can. Not that. We want to build a hole in. There we go. Anyway, this planet is tanking my frames. Alright. So that's that. There's some new critters. We could scan them. You very, very, very rarely run into frame rate problems at this point in the game. They were very common in ages past, but not so anymore. Alright, one more thing I'll show you before we leave the system is the space station. Every system has some kind of space station. It's not always a functional space station. Oh yes, my friend, you could easily play this for hundreds of hours. I'm not sure how many hours I have on it. 600 or 700 probably. This is probably the game I have the most time on of every game I've ever played. It's a Triforce. I was going to say, with the exception of Breath of the Wild, and we show up and there's a Triforce on this. We're living in the Matrix. In the space station, you can buy stuff. You can trade with different other spacers that are flying around. You can buy upgrades. You know, you can do all kinds of things. Every time you get out of your ship, it saves your progress. The other thing you can do, we'll do this and then we'll be on our way. See, there's an NPC. This is a creature called a Gek. Yes. How about some dialect help? Now, give me the Gek symbol, please. Alright, so you can learn the foreign languages by talking to the different aliens. And one of the newer things you can do, oh, that's cool, is build ships with the parts of other ships. And you would do that here. We don't have any ship parts right now, but this is where you would do that. So ships are randomly generated. You can buy and sell ships. Oh, I'm sorry, not that. This is the console for shipbuilding. You can also have like a capital ship, like a big freighter. There is combat, Dylan. Welcome to the stream in the chat, by the way. There is combat, and I can try and show that off too here in a little bit. So that gives you a little taste of what you can do here. You can do missions. There are factions. These are for the Gek, like as a civilization. You can do these missions to gain points with them, so they'll like you better. There are also guilds. You can do missions for them as well. But we're on a fishing expedition today. There is combat, there is space combat, and there is also ground-based combat. It's not super common, so I don't know if it will happen. You can instigate it by just being a pirate, which piracy is another thing you can do in the game if you want to. I'm not wanting to cause trouble right now because it's a whole big whoop-de-doo. But maybe a pirate will come across our path and I could shoot him down, because each system has oh, hey, speaking of which, here's a freighter that is under attack. For space combat, I usually like to do this in first person. It's a little bit easier to keep track. Oddly enough, most other space games I've played, I find it easier to fight in third person, but not this one. Alright, we have 7 more hostiles. What's going out here? Oh, there we go, there we go. Don't shoot the freighter, because then the system defense force will come out and get you. And don't shoot the guys with the green trails, because those are the freighter squad. I should turn my power to weapons, probably. There we go. Stay on them. Now, where are we going here? Ah, getting kind of hairy. Where is this guy? There we go. Shot my rockets a little too early there. Come on. Almost got you. I can get him down before he can get his shields back up. This is kind of insane. Okay. I hope nobody's getting sick out there. And he got his shields back up a little bit. There we go. Is that everybody? Alright, so now When that happens... Oh, no, there's someone still out here. I thought we were... We didn't anger them, did we? No, that's a pirate. Okay, red streamers mean a pirate. I thought we had everybody. Oh, no, our shields are down. I need to hurry up and get this guy. Matter of fact, I will go ahead and recharge the shields. Come on, dude. Sometimes it can be a little tricky. Come on, come on. Line up on him. And I am driving a hauler right now, which is not the best ship to be taken into combat. There we go. There are different kinds of ships that are good at different kinds of things. Hey, we got it. Let's go back to third person. Now, when you defend a freighter group from pirates, you will get an offer to come aboard. We don't know the language right now, so we couldn't read that. Yes, let's incommunicate. If another ship is bothering you really bad, that's shooting you up really bad and your shields are down, you can actually fly inside the freighter shields, and they will protect you as long as that other ship is not in here with you. Now, a little warning, there could be a really loud sound glitch when we enter the freighter. It wasn't too bad that time. Sometimes that is deafening. Alrighty. So here we are, inside the capital ship. This is a B-class freighter, not the best. If you see there on the left side, it says class freighter B, and then it has some numbers. Those numbers are technology slots and storage slots. Then you have the value, 13,300,000 units. That should give you an idea of just how paltry our 37,000, top right of this, top left corner of the screen, our 37,558 units really are in this world. Here's another person, another ship. We could buy this if we had 3.7 million units to buy ships or trade with other people. This is a NPC, not an actual person, because multiplayer's turned off right now. You just talk to them. Again, if we knew the Korvax language, that's what this kind of critter is called, we would know what he was saying there, but we don't know it yet. You can offer to trade, and these are the things he has to buy. We don't really want anything right now. Or you could make an offer on his ship. We can't afford it, but that's where you would check that out. Alright. The way you build ships in this game is you take a ship to the space station that you want to take apart, that has a part that you like. Like, say my ship, if I really like the cockpit, but I don't like the rest of it, I could find other haulers, take them to space stations, disassemble them, and then reassemble them into the kind of ship that I want. Alright, the captain is always at the end of this yellow line. So, Captain Noga, what do you have to say for yourself? Yep. Yes. Showing me gratitude, that's right. They're gesturing to the console. This is where you could actually take this freighter. Anytime you save a freighter from pirates, you'll have the opportunity to purchase it. The first one is free. Completely free. That's why you might want to wait for an S-class freighter. S is the highest class. This is a B, which is not bad. C, B, A, S. That's the order they go in. You can use the freighter as a mobile base, and it's super cool. It's the kind of base building I prefer over planetary base building. It's a little bit more confined because you're, you know, in a big spaceship. But I like the mobility of it, and I like to be able to call it into a system when I need an assist and that kind of thing. Let's look at the freighter just so you see. Again, here's the class. The name, you can change this later. Again, it's all, you know, randomly generated. You can, in this game, there's so much that you can do. It really is cool, Dylan. You can build a fleet of small frigates that go around with your freighter, and you can send them out on missions, and they will find all kinds of rare resources and bring them back, and it's just really incredible. I guess I might claim this. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Just so you guys see what it's like, I'll go ahead and take it. Normally, I would not claim a B-class freighter, but we'll go ahead and get it. I mean, it's not that bad. I've got S-class freighters on my other saves, and this is the base building area here. This is outside where you can hear the magnetic boots thumping around. I mean, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Gee whiz. There's the shield. And this is the outside. Don't jump off. Could end badly. We probably don't have the resources to build anything much. I would like to build a storage room. We can build a storage room. Let's go ahead and do that. You know, to have a place to put your stuff. It's actually not a bad idea. Let's put it... I really want to put it here. Well, we'll put it here. You can always move it later. So now there's a storage container inside our base. Nourishing slime. I bet that's useful for something. Let's just go ahead and transfer this stuff. Creature pellets, sure. Maybe some of these fish. I don't know for sure. Put the Geknip in there. That is contraband, so be careful with that. Yeah. Crab apple. This must have come out of some critter that I've accidentally got rid of. Oh no, that my first companion hatched that, I think. Anyway, so that's kind of an intro. I mean, this, you can do all kinds of things here. As you explore, you can unlock different rooms you can build. Right now we're kind of limited because it's the very early days. But this is where you control your frigate fleet. This is where you could buy and sell without going to a space station. And this is a hallway and a door. And so that's that. Alright, we'll bid adieu to our freighter crew here. And, oh, that's kind of a nice fighter. It's C-class, but not bad. That would be much better for dealing with pirates. Can't afford it. Okay, let's go. The latest update, apart from the fishing, in terms of like what the update brought to the table, you mean? Or what the name of the update was? I can't remember what the name of the update was. But the last update before fishing is what gave us the ability to land on water with the ship. And a few other things. I don't recall what all else. I feel bad about that. I should remember it. The update before that gave us better space stations. I'm probably out of hyperdrive fuel. We need to get going to the next place. Well, not yet. We're not out yet. Oh, what's new here besides just the fishing? Well, you know, I'm not sure. It's probably a lot of changes to the way things are procedurally generated, because there are kind of general blueprints that worlds and plants and animals have followed for a very, very long time. And you can kind of recognize those blueprints, but the different colors and different parts and different patterns would combine differently. But after you played the game for a while, you got used to that kind of thing. This has a whole lot of new ways that those things are interacting. We need to go ahead and collect the Phase 1 reward, by the way. You can look at the patch note, or the release notes rather, on the No Man's Sky website for, you know, all the details. But the fishing is definitely the main thing. That adds a lot, though. It's not just fishing. It adds in a fishing platform. It adds in new behaviors for underwater life. Hyperdrive has no fuel. Okay. I knew we were probably running on fumes there. So there's a whole lot of stuff. Umbra Deus, hey, welcome to the stream, my friend, and the chat. yeah, this game just keeps going, and it keeps getting better and better. And all these updates, by the way, have been free. So no paid DLC or anything like that for our game. And it really has been getting a whole lot better. A lot. Like with each new update recently, over the past 3-4 updates, there have been massive changes to the way the game works. There was a weather update not long ago and a lighting update, and it's just incredible how much different this game is than it was even a year ago. We need to make some hyperdrive fuel, though. And of course, I don't have any... I do have some chromatic metal, but not very much. I need to get some more copper. That's a constant necessity. We only make one of these right now. But, you know, that's better than nothing. I'll get this somewhere. How far are we from the old space station? Oh, not far at all. Let's see if we can buy some copper or chromatic metal. I think that's actually an excellent point there, Maris. Hello Games is very, very invested in their community, in their game. And is it better on console or PC? I've never played it on console. I've always played on PC. So I couldn't say, but it is available on every major console. Oh, there's a solar ship. I wish we could afford that. Those are cool. They have big solar sails that unfold when you fly out in space. Anywho, there's another one. We can't afford squat right now. Yeah, thanks, Umbra. That's I know there's a Nintendo Switch version, which is obviously going to be it's not going to look as good, but it's portable. I don't know how stable it is. All right, one of the things you can do also, you see how these have green numbers? That means they're sold at a decent discount here. These are not the best discounts you can find, but it's decent. You can buy these kind of trade goods in this system, fly to another system where they sell for more and make a tidy profit. So you can be like a space trucker in the game if you want to. There is some copper. And we can just buy it all, so I think we're going to. And then we're going to take that. And what is sitting here? What do I have sitting here? I was started on that fool's run. It's faster to just pick it up this way. I just turn all this into chromatic metal. Okay. While that's cooking away, they also updated the way a lot of the ships, different kinds of ships. There's different kinds of ships than there used to be. These shuttles are sort of the most basic sort of ship. And I do wish they would introduce some new parts for the shuttles, because I think they need some love, but that's just me. Let's get out of here. Okay, so the Switch does not have multiplayer. Okay. Yeah, thanks for clarifying that, Umbra. Yeah, the Switch, I could imagine it would be neat to have this to just chill out to, like in the bed or on a train or something. But I'm sure it doesn't look anywhere near as good. Probably actually looks like crap. If we're being honest. But you know, I played The Witcher 3 on the Switch. And, I mean, it doesn't look as good as it did on the PlayStation or the PC, but, you know, it still looked pretty good. How are we doing? We need more. Let's go ahead and get started on that while that's cranking away. I make 2 of those now. Good. This is why getting a lot of oxygen is important. Not sure why I made 4 of those, but, you know, we'll just we'll need them eventually.
Technology recharge.
This next place is super far away. Yes, Helldivers 2. It would be nice to see that kind of commitment with that. Sorry, Dylan, I know you left that comment a little bit ago. Okay. We need to... Let's go ahead and get... Wait, did we go there and I passed it up? I guess I was busy talking. Or, no I didn't. Oh, it's this one. Sorry. Advanced mining laser. That's good. And dangling orb. Whatever that is. Probably something to do with bait if I had to guess. Advanced mining laser lets us mine generally bigger rocks and like those giant crystals and things. Yeah, lets us deal with that.
Technology recharge.
Okay. Our chromatic metal is just about done. Oops, why didn't we get it all? There we go. So yeah, let's get on out of here. Zoop. Okay, one more jump after this one will be where we need to be. I do wish you could access your inventory and things during the warp transition, but this is a loading screen, of course.
Hostile ships.
Oh, I'm absolutely sure that you are correct, Umbra. We have another freighter battle? Are you kidding? Let's see. There we go. Normally you don't have two freighter battles this close together. I'm going to be sad if this is an S-class freighter. Alrighty. Let us... Let's see. There's one closer. Where are you? There you go. Alrighty. You don't want to mess up and shoot the good guys here. So stay on them. Ay. You don't want the system defense, i.e. sentinels, to come out and you have to deal with them. But yeah, as I was saying, the Witcher 3 on the Switch is actually really good. I mean, yeah, it just doesn't look as good as it could, but it runs well. And I found it to be enjoyable, and after a little time of playing, I did not notice that it looked... I mean, sure, I knew it didn't look as good as it could, but I forgot about that pretty soon after playing it. And I really liked having it in portable form. And to Umbra's point, I absolutely believe that if it's possible to... Whatever is possible to do with the Switch, Hello Games will definitely make it happen, because I have not seen a more devoted dev team, really, anywhere. I wish that Bethesda would take criticism so well. That, you know, here's wishful thinking. Come on. Is that everybody? Nope. We still got somebody out here. One. Yeah, the shield's down, but we should be okay. There we go. I just crashed into them. That's it. These... I like the coloration on these fellas. Again, this is a Viking. That's our species. Let's see. Even though we already have a freighter,
Navigational data received.
I like the little emblem on the side there. Even though we already have a freighter, we can go in here and get a reward from this fella. If this is S-Class, I'm going to be so sick. but that's okay. It's probably a C class, right? Probably a C class. Oh yeah, it's a C. It's also kind of a small. You can walk up to the cockpit. It's this way, or you could use the teleporter. I'll just walk so you see that. We did the teleporter last time. It's like that scene in Spaceballs, like, forget it, this time I'm gonna walk. And it was the literal next door. Uh-huh, yep. We would like to, we can't afford it, but we'll take a payment. And you get cargo bulkhead, not bad. We can put that in our freighter. We got some nanites, we got some gold. And we'll just go whoosh down there this time. Where's, it's a little disorienting. All right, reach the second rendezvous point. Let's get out of here. Warp. One more system, we should be there. Hyperdrive has no fuel. I do wish you could refuel the darn thing while you're in that screen. Wouldn't that be nice? Starship. Give me the starship.
Technology recharge.
Alright, that's good enough for now. Now we'll get out of here. You can also, we're following an expedition route here, but just, you can actually select any of these stars you want to and just go there. All right, Maris, thank you so much for joining. Yeah, I definitely recommend it. Pick it up either when it's on sale or just whenever you want to, and check it out. And if you have any questions about it, let me know. I'm always glad to chat about it, either here or on our Discord server. So yeah, have a great day, my friend. Thank you for everything. I really appreciate your companionship in the old YouTube land. Let's head over here. Pulse on over. This is a beautiful system. And while we're doing that, we can check our inventory. Other than it being a terrible mess, I don't see any problems right now. Alright, we need to exit Pulse because we're going the wrong way. Ho! Sometimes that'll happen. You'll drop out of Pulse into an asteroid field. Just shoot them. We can always use the tritium, right? Silver, very useful in base building also. I just had to prove my point with that one. He tasks me, and I shall have him. Extra points if you get the reference. Okay, engines. Another beautiful land. Okay. Don't see any buildings. We could do the scan visor thing. We can't actually land on the water now, so let me demonstrate that. And that's not a big deal. You just land on the water. Push the right button, that helps. You could use this as a fishing platform if you wanted to. Although there is an actual fishing platform that we can build later. Yeah, isn't that neat? This is added in the previous update. Okay. We're going that way. Right? Oop. This is a hot world. 55 degrees C. That's kind of crazy. And there's a sentinel. We watch out for them. If you antagonize them, it becomes this whole big thing. You have to fight through wave after wave after wave, and they get progressively more difficult. It is fun, but if you're not wanting to do that, like right now, wanting to focus on the expedition, it's kind of aggravating. Signals here. Oops, I didn't hold it long enough. Drat. There we go. I assumed it was this building. Here's where we can learn some of the language. You learn it by talking to critters, but you can also learn it from these knowledge stones. Accept the knowledge. And this is a Korvax system, so we learn Korvax words. Sometimes these will be just out in the wilderness randomly, but anytime you find a structure like this, they'll also be here. Oh, that's not the thing. Here's the thing. There we go. Here's the second spot. This probably is not related to the expedition. The Atlas. That's very important to the main story. I imagine so. I will be landing on the water a lot. I'm looking forward to catching some of these big fish and really getting into this. This probably doesn't have anything to do with it. Knowledge of the past could show us a portal. We don't have the glyphs, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, really? That's awesome, Umbra. Yeah, they did add a lot of water dynamics last time too, didn't they? Okay. What was that this time? Anyway, the past two updates have had something to do with water. It's confused me. Alright, so fish up a message in a bottle. Okay. Well, I don't know why this body of water here wouldn't be appropriate. Let's fish. Actually, one moment. I need to take a very short break. I'll be right back. I'm back. Umbra, have a good day. Thank you so much for joining us. Look forward to seeing you again real soon. Yeah, nature does call, doesn't it? That was there. No details needed, but that was what was going on. Now I'm back. All right. Fulfill the analness. Okay. Reel in the fish. Maybe I'll get the bottle. Lava scale trout.
Thermal protection falling.
Let's see what else we get here. I like the design of the fishing rod. It fits in with the aesthetic of the rest of the game very well. I was concerned about how well fishing was going to really fit in with the rest of the game, but it seems to work really, really well. Oil fin. Only available at night. Cool. I guess we just fish till we get a bottle then. I like the reflection of the ship in the water. That's nice. This game is very beautiful. Come on, he's teasing me. There we go. Muchacha. And another lava scale trout. In we go. Destiny awaits. We got to get the bottle. I've never caught a bottle while fishing. I have caught articles of clothing, things like that. I used to fish quite a bit. I'm not really into it as much as I once was. I'm going to step up here a little bit. Get my feet out of the water. I mean, if you can't zen out to this, I don't know what you could zen out to. It's incredibly relaxing. Hey, there it is. Message in a bottle. A sealed bottle found floating in the water. There appears to be a message from the angler inside. Use X to unseal it and read the message within. And I'll press the button, the right button, one of these days, I swear. Let's do it. A scrap of paper recovered from the bottle found bobbing in the water. The message reads, "The rumors were true. It's out there. I can feel it. Not here, but somewhere. The water calls to me. I just need to follow its voice." And it gives us some planetary coordinates. Fantastic. That gives us yet another milestone. Let's get the reward. Shall we? Fishing bait. Oh, nice. Okay. We like to see that. That's going to help our fishing tremendously because up to now, we have not been using bait. Spicy chub. Mealworms. A lot of blueprints flowing in. These are for different kinds of bait, I guess. Apply bait. Okay. Let's see. My inventory is in a terrible mess. Let me fix it. Put this here. Put this here. Sodium, we'll put carbon here. Condensed carbon, we'll put oxygen here. Actually, no, let's put that between them so I can easily differentiate. We'll put the blobby, slimy stuff down here. This actually could go to the freighter. Freighter's not in the system. These fish. I need my fish. I need my freighter. Let's see. The way to get your freighter in here is you can just look up in the sky, go to summon freighter, and it'll warp right in. And now, oh, actually, I can't. I can't. I don't have the matter beam for it, so I can't actually send things up there. I don't think. I'll try to get back to this very soon. I'm not sure that I'll be back today or not. I may be back today. It's a stormy day today here in my real life. A lot of rain, a lot of thunder and lightning. So the power may go off. So I don't want to commit to coming back today later because I might not be able to. But I really appreciate everyone who's been here today. Umbra and Maris. I have now been and gone, and we do appreciate them. Dylan, thank you so much for joining in the chat. I've really enjoyed chatting with you. And anyone else who is watching, I really appreciate you as well. Before you go, like the video if you enjoyed it, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. That really helps me. I tell you, when you're a YouTuber, your whole measure of self-worth pretty quickly becomes governed by your subscriber count, which is depressing and silly, but it's true. So I really appreciate it if you could help me out there. I would love it. For now, I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are, whenever you are. Me and the Sentinels we're gonna maybe do some more fishing after I go get a sandwich or something like that. But whatever you do next in your life, I hope it's wonderful. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, my friends.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.